Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. Starset, Leaving This World Behind. Cool song here, and cool music video as well. So check it out if you have time. This one is pretty easy to handle. We don't have that many chords. We have basically 4 chords we need to learn. But yeah, if we want to play this instrumental part later in the song, so watch out for further 4 more chords we need to learn there. This is just optional. But yeah, let's start with this one first. We have no capo for this song, and the 4 chords we really need to know are the C, D, E minor, and G. So let's start with those chords. This is the C, so 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. The next chord will be D, so open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. Then E minor, open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. And then the G, so 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Alright, so we have first this intro, and we have a melody here, which we're gonna try to build into a strumming pattern. So if we just first look at the strumming pattern, it will be divided into 2 parts, and we need to divide it into 2 parts to know how we're gonna handle the notes. So the full strumming pattern will sound like this. And we'll look at the pattern here together with the C chord. That is the first chord. So alright, so that is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Right, so the first part will be down, down, up, down, down, up. So down, down, up, down, down, up. And the second part will be up, down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up. So together, if we connect the part 1 and part 2, it will be like this. Yeah, so that is the strumming here. So the first intro part sounds like this, and I'm gonna show you how to play it. So first, yeah, so that is the melody here. So we have, that is basically the notes there, and then comes the C strumming, and then comes again, and then comes the D strumming, and then comes the E minor strumming. So it's based upon the C, D, and E minor, and that is mostly how this song goes, and these 3 chords. So you're gonna start to play 3rd here on the E string, 2nd on E string, open E string, and 3rd B string. Okay, and that is how this intro starts. But actually, if we look at how the song is played later, because this melody will come back, it starts with that C strumming. So if we just neglect the first part in the intro, it will start like this. But if we start with the C strumming and then go on from there, that is actually how the song will go on later. So we start with the C strumming now, and you will play the first part of the strumming. It will be down, down, up, down, down, up. So you play it like it is, the C strumming, and then comes these notes, third on E, second on E, open E, and third B. So how do you hit them? You play the first part of the C strumming here, and then you're gonna play, instead of the second part of the C strumming, you're gonna hit these notes. And what you do there, you're gonna play down up for each note. So down up, second on E, open E, and third on B. So down up on all these notes there. And what I prefer here is to try to still hold in the chord while I'm playing the down up. So that gives me that if I play a couple of more strings that I needed, it will still sound great since you are in a chord. So I try to hit the notes here while I'm holding the chord so it fits with the strings if you touch perhaps the G or even the D string when you're playing the down up for each note. So try to hold the C and try to hit the notes there with the perhaps your little pinky there on the 3rd fret E string. Then you can go down here with your middle finger, release it from the D string and hit the 2nd fret E string. That's, I believe, how I do. And then you just lift it off to get the open E. And then the 3rd fret on the B string, you'll go with your little pinky again there. So that is how I handle this, most of the times, and also in this song, these melodies that are notes will build into the strumming. So I try to, as much as possible, still holding the full chord. So. And that gives me the flexibility to play more strings than just the actual notes where the string is. So yeah, that is how it goes. So first part C strumming, and then on second part you play the melody. And the same goes for the next chord, which is the D. You play the first strumming part for the D, the down, down, up, down, down, up. And then the melody goes on the same place. So. And for the D chords, it's much easier to handle the notes since they are like naturally more in the chord like it is. So you see, just adding my little pinky here on the 3rd fret E, down up, release it to have it here on the 2nd fret, which is actually the chord here, the D chord, and then I release it, and then I have the 3rd fret here on the B string with my natural grip for the D chord. So down up still there on all these 4 notes. And then comes the E minor part. You're gonna do the same there. Play the first strumming part, down, down, up, down, down, up with the E minor. But here the melody goes up. Okay, so that is 3rd on E, 5th on E, 2nd on E, and 3rd on B. But here you don't actually need to hold the full E minor chord as it is, since the strings anyway in the E minor are open from the G string and down. So that means you have the possibility to just release everything and play downs and ups on the actual strings from the G and down if you want. But try to, as much as possible, hit the actual notes there. So mostly on the E string and the last on the B string there. So like this. Still down up on every note there. This E minor part will be played for 2 times. So 1 time for C, 1 time for D, and 2 times for E minor. So slowly it will be like this. Yeah, and if you don't hit every note perfectly, it doesn't matter that much, because you will still have this feeling of playing a melody there, and people will hear what you're playing and understand it. So yeah, that is the first part, the intro part, and then starts the actual verse there, first verse. So the chorus will be the same, but for the first round, C, D, and E minor, that is the chord progression there. You'll play only one down for C, and then one down for D, and then E minor, and E minor. That is the first round. Second round here, the first verse consists of 2 rounds of this C, D, E minor. From the second round here, you will start to make the strumming here, and you will do full strummings on each chord there. So 1 for C, 2 for D, 1 for D, 1 for C, 1 for D, and 2 for E minor. So it will sound like this, second round. Yeah, so that's the first verse. Then we are at the chorus in the lyrics, so sing tonight, we're ever bright. So that is still the same chords there. You will continue the strumming, so 1 full round on C, 1 full on D, and 2 full rounds on the E minor. So just one extra material here. When you play on the E minor, on the last E minor, on the last round there, the part 2. So when you play that, instead of just playing the strumming, you could actually add in the notes that are played for C and the D chord, which are these notes. So every time you play the E minor here in the chorus, that will be for 2 rounds, so the last E minor there, you can add in this melody here. So I'm gonna show you one round of how it could sound with this extra melody built in into the E minor. So yeah, so that could be one round. On the last second part there, last time you play the E minor, you can add in third on E, second on E, open E, and third B. Same notes like that we'll learn here for the C and the D parts. So you will play 2 rounds of this in this chorus here, and then comes the second verse. It will be the same strumming and the same play as in the chorus here, the same strumming. So 2 rounds of C, D, and E minor times 2 rounds of that. And the same case goes there for the last E minor. When you play it the second time here on every round, instead of playing the second parts of the strumming, you can add in again. And still down up for each note there. Then we have a bridge part right after this chorus, this verse, and it comes in the lyrics, and I'll wait if you take forever long. So that's where the bridge part starts. So this part have the chords E minor, C, G, and D. You will make one full strumming pattern for each chord. So it will be like this. C, G, and D. All right. That leads us as a bridge to the next chorus. And that will be played in the same way as we just learned in the previous chorus there. Same strumming pattern. So after this chorus comes an instrumental part, and this is the part I mentioned in the intro here. It's optional. If you want, you can we can look at it quickly together, because that will bring us 4 new chords. So if you don't like this, just skip this part and go with the actual song, verses and choruses. But this is an instrumental part now, and it also ends with this instrumental part after the song. So just so you know, there it will be played for 2 different times during the song. So we will go through very basic how we can handle this instrumental part. It's actually more to it if you listen to the original song, but just to have 4 basic chords that covers this instrumental part. It will be built upon E, mostly, different variations. So the first chord we need to learn is an E minor, but down here. Sounds like this. So you are on the 2nd fret here, on the D string. Then 4th fret on the G string. 5th fret on the B string. And 3rd fret on the E string. That's E minor. Then you need to shift to an E, but you do it here. So you just switch your fingers here. It sounds like this. So still 2nd fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, and 4th fret on the E string. That's a variation of E. Then we need to play the E like we are used to play, up here. So that is open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, 1st G, open B, and open E. And the last chord will be E sus. So you just do like this. So that is open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, 2nd G, open B, and open E. But we won't actually play the B and E down here, because we are aiming for these bass strings up here. So those are the chords. And how do we play them? Yeah, we're gonna play 2 rounds of each chord here. So I mean, we will play E minor, 1 strumming round, then E, this E, 1 round, then this E, 1 round, and the E sus, 1 round. And you play this chord progression for 2 rounds. So that's what I mean. So it will sound like this. So that is 1 round. You play that for 2 rounds, and that will cover this instrumental part. Yeah, then right after this comes the final chorus here. It will be 1 round of the same chords we learned. So C, D, and E minor. But we will only play 1 C, 1 D, and E minor. E minor, so 2 E minors and then. So you will play that exactly in the same way as we learned the first verse. So that's the first round, and then comes, right after this comes 2 another rounds of the full strumming. The same chords, the C, D, and E minor. And after these 2 rounds, it ends with this same instrumental part, the chords we just learned, the E minor, the E again, and the E sus. And that is how this cool song ends. Starset, leaving this world behind. A great feeling. So, I hope this was helpful for you guys. And yeah, if you enjoy it, please let me know, thumb up. subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, see you soon. Don't forget, play tune.